Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're back at the really awful 8-plex I bought about a month ago. I paid $595,000 for this property. It's infested with roaches and just really gnarly is the best way to put it. Now, I still got a good deal, and we have another unit that's vacant here we're going to show you. And it looks very similar to the other ones we've shown you already. I think we've shown 4 units so far. This will be the 5th one. And of course, we're going to go through and demo and redo all of this. That has actually started in the one unit we had vacant to begin with. So this is one of the worst units. So I put signs up because I didn't know for sure if tenants were gone or not. So we kind of taped signs on the door and door jamb. And after a few days, nobody showed up. Nobody's answering. So we figured it's safe to come in here. I was able to get this one open. You'd be surprised how unsecure most properties are, but we have rekeyed it since then. So like the other ones, they left a bunch of stuff. Could be because they don't want to bring the bugs with them, and I don't blame them for that. But these tenants were paying very little rent, probably I think it's $500 a month. They're all working for the landlord, I think doing seasonal jobs, and we gave them a couple of free months rent and said they needed to vacate, gave them notice, so we can get this property rehabbed and completely remodeled, pretty much. Market rent on these is probably around $1,000, $1,100. And this was a mistake. I don't know why I did that. I always tell myself don't open fridges, and then I go and open fridges. That was rotten meat in there. So as if in the apartment already didn't smell very good, after doing that, that did not help things at all. And why I'm touching stuff either, I don't know. And actually, since I've seen some of the other units and seen how bad they are, it makes me cringe seeing myself touching any of this stuff. So I feel for the people doing the work on this. So thank you guys for doing the demo and getting rid of all this stuff. This one gets interesting too in the back. They all have their quirks and weird stuff going on. I don't think the last landlord did much at all to help. But this one felt kind of weird, like especially once I got into the back room. There were some cleaning supplies though. I haven't seen many of those in these apartments. But that's just gross. I don't know if that's just like Roach Motel up there. But this room, just with the black paint, and this room just felt weird. It had weird vibes going on in it. And almost like there's someone in here, but there wasn't. But just, leaving your stuff, and you just don't know what's in there. Just kind of felt like someone's still living in here, even though I knew no one had been here for a while. And that's never a good feeling when you're in a property that may or may not be vacant. You're not sure, because you don't want someone coming in and thinking you're breaking in or doing something else. But they all had plenty of notice and knew what was going on. But in a situation like this, you might have someone who decides to move in or live here who wasn't on the lease or who wasn't renting, a squatter situation. Although I have been joking with Nikki, I don't think we have to worry about squatters because these are so bad. I don't think a squatter would want to live in them, but you never know. And then the other weird thing is you just can't, there's so much stuff everywhere, you can't see everywhere you want to see. So it's like, what's in here? Is there a raccoon hiding in here? Who knows? And of course we have the bathroom. The bathrooms are a little rough, just a little bit to describe them. And the one we have torn apart now, we're hoping, hey, maybe the pipes are copper and good and can be saved. No, they can't. There's a mix of like galvanized and mobile home piping and copper and a lot of weird stuff going on there. The good news is the boiler's new. It's got some, new water heaters. The roof is decent. It's metal. So there are some positives. Not that roof. I'm talking about the real roof. The ceiling here is metal, which is a new one for me. And I've said it before, we think this is a train depot originally that was then set on top of kind of a stick-built lower level, and interesting building for sure. So that's the unit. This is a unit we showed you before, kind of the same situation. But our plan, like I said, we're gutting everything, demoing everything, kitchens, baths, windows, doors, flooring. We're bug bombing everything. We bug bombed one unit, and it was not a pretty sight. We'll show that soon. And then we're coming through, getting, plumbing. We'll see how the electrical looks. All that done. HVAC, we might need all new. It's got hot water heat, but it might need all new hot water registers. So we'll go and do that. And then we'll probably, kind of like we did at the complex, where we redid everything, go one unit at a time, get a unit remodeled, work on renting it, go to the next unit, remodel it, work on renting it, and slowly get the units rented. And then we will either refinance it, try and get our money out that we spent rehabbing it, maybe a little bit more, or we'll try and sell it, depending on the market rates, things like that. We'll see how all that goes. I imagine, this place could provide some drama, but so far it's been pretty drama-free compared to the complex, where we had evictions, fights between tenants, squatters, break-ins, all kinds of crazy stuff. So this has been relatively easy compared to that so far. We've just had one unit that's left occupied, and they said they'd be out by the end of the month. So we'll see if that happens. And of course, we'll show that one. We've got a couple more of these to show. And then we'll show the process of rehabbing it and fixing it up as well, and see how this whole thing turns out. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be back with more. In fact, I might post another one today to show you one of the other vacant units as well.